Hi everyone, just bear with me a second. I've just come up with a little message on my phone and I don't know what it's trying to tell me. So just bear with me. I'm going to have to just take you off the thing for now. There we go. Right, let's just put you back in again. I think we're zoomed out enough. Right, bear with. Let me get my tablet up and running as well. Oh, it's been a bit of a rush this morning, so you have to bear with me, but I've got some exciting news for you all. I have to zoom out a little bit more, I think. Oh, a bit too much. But, oh dear, we always have this zoom me out thing. That'll have to do. It's a bit close, but it's fine. Oh, it's tonight for you, isn't it, Vicky? Right, let's have a look at everybody. Where are we? Hi, Vicky again. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Sally. Who else have we got? Valerie. Hi, Valerie. Who else have we got? The sunshine in Costa del Redcar is here in Costa del Birmingham as well, so that's good. We like a bit of sunshine. We do. Hi Nina from Salisbury in South Australia. Oh wow, okay. It's mad because I keep seeing like British names and thinking they're in England, but actually they're not. Hi Vicky. Yes, I've got some exciting news for you guys today on today's live stream. Yes, Sally, thank you. Well, that's part of my news. I shall come to that in a moment. I shall show you the rest in a moment. Hi, Liz. Oh, waiting for another snowstorm. Oh, my goodness. What a nightmare. Hi, Diane. Yeah, I'm glad it's sunny in Leicester as well. Hi, Chris. No, Vicky, it's not. It's not. It is something else, which I will tell you about in a moment. Very exciting, very exciting. Hi, Nola. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's probably quite late for you, Nola, isn't it? So I only half expect you to join us because I know it's very late for you guys. So yeah. Thank you, Marianne. I shall reveal all in a moment. Hi, Anne. The Upper North Island, New Zealand. Nice. Very good. Very good. Well, Sally, it just might be. It just might be. I have spent quite a while. Yes. So yes, it is. So, okay, what time is it now? 12:32. Let's wait for a few more to join, then I will tell you all. I can't tell you all just yet. If Vicky West is on here, please make yourself known because you won the competition and I need to be able to email you your code. So Vicky, please contact me and then I can email you the code. Let me just change my thingy bob. Yeah, well, I shall tell you more about the paper in a moment. It's very exciting indeed. I really need to get some hand cream on my hands, but I'm a bit concerned I'm going to end up with greasy fingers if I do. But I'm really dry, so I think I'm going to have to put some on anyway. Good. Yes, right. Anyway, let's wait for a few more people, and then I can tell you all my news. I have quite a bit of news. This week in the UK is 9:32 where you are, Nola. Okay, cool. I thought it was later than that. Yeah, this week and next week obviously a half term for me, so filming doesn't really happen. Well, a lot of work doesn't really happen, but because of obviously prices of everything going up in the world, I'm trying to think of other ways to bring in income. If you can hear noises, it'll either be my cat outside meowing to come in, or it'll be the resident hamster that we're looking after for a week. She's we've got a little hamster in the craft room, and she's having to share the craft room with me because it's the only place that's not near a cat. So, so if you hear any kind of scrabblings or whirrings or meowings, that's what it'll be. Hi Susie in Illinois, and it's 11:37 p.m. in New Zealand. Yeah, I thought it was it's quite late, isn't it? Because you're yeah, we're like the other side of the world basically. So yeah. Hi Beth in Connecticut. Right, okay, we'll make a start because we'll make a start because there's quite a few of us on. So first of all, I just want if Vicky West, if you're watching this, if you're going to watch this, if you're catching up on this and you see it, please contact me because I have your discount code ready because you won the Coca Rosa Studio Hall. So the discount $15 off code. So please email me and then I can send you that. Okay, so I have been very busy over the last week, I would say, designing my own paper kits. And I'm going to bring, this is the first one, and I'm calling it Golden Flora. Okay, now I've got quite a few, but I just need to fine tune them and get them sorted and whatever. So these are digital kits, the same sort of thing as Antonio does. I don't have a website like he does. I love his. I'm still working with Antonio. It's not, you know, I'm still working. I'm not, you know, trying to, you know what I mean, take over by any means. But I just need to increase income, because otherwise I won't be able to carry on YouTube. So I want this to be my full-time job. And it already is my full-time job, but it doesn't pay as well as as a full-time job. So it needs to. So I'm just trying to think of other things I can do. And this is one of the things I'm going to do. So I have brought out, or I'm bringing out, this paper kit, which we're going to be using for today's card. And these are going to be, so what I'm deciding to do, I'm probably going to put them on Etsy, possibly, but I need to look into that. Still haven't got, I'm kind of getting somewhere with that, but haven't completely sorted that out yet. So they're probably going to go on Etsy. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, we only have one membership tier at the moment, which is the Bronze Crafty Icicles. And if you remember, shout out to all my members, Vicky being one of them. As you will see in the chat, members have a little icon next to them. So if you remember, you get a special little custom emoji next to your name, and loyalty badges and stuff when you chat and things. You get member shout outs, priority reply to comments, and you also get email access to me, and that's the main thing. So that is $2.99 for a month. So you can email me whenever you want to. I reply back usually as soon as I get the email. I try to do that. And I know there are some people who do that. I know Cindy emails me, which is great, and Rita as well. Rita Retro does it as well. So yeah, you can email me, and it's just easier. I can get, you know what I mean, we can chat. If you've got ideas, you can send me ideas. I can use them in videos, etc. So it's just useful. So I'm introducing another membership tier, which is going to be called the Silver Crafty Icicles +1. And so what that is going to be $5.99 a month. You get all the same things you get in the bronze, but you also get one digital pack emailed to you every month. So every month I'll be bringing out one new digital pack. But obviously as the months go on, so in 4 months' time, there'll be 4 digital packs, just what I mean, to choose from. So obviously what I'll probably do is I'll just send you the latest one, unless you specify you want an earlier one. But anyway, so that is what we're heading for. Hi Louise, hi Rita. Oh no, Sally, you've missed everything I said. Okay, are you back on now? Hopefully you are. You'll be able to catch up, Sally. But basically, I'm doing a second membership tier called the Silver +1, and it's $5.99 a month, and you'll get all the perks that you've had up till now. Plus, I'll email you a digital kit, whichever is my newest digital kit for that month. Okay, so that is the new membership tier, and it's just been approved. So that is now up, should be up and running on my channel now. So at the bottom, underneath this video, there's a little button that says join. I know we had this one before. If I bring my tablet into place, so here's a little button that says join. So if you click on that, that'll take you through. But also in the comments, well, in the description, which I'll do afterwards, I'll finish it up afterwards, there'll be a link there to joining the membership. Okay, so let me show you the papers. So the first month, I'm starting this off in obviously April. Yes, Nola, it's just to anywhere in the world, as long as you have. So the thing with digital kits is I send you an email with these files in them, with all these will be as files. So that will come into your email account. And then on your computer, you just open them up, and then you can print them off on your printer. So there's no postage to anywhere. So it can literally go anywhere. You could be in the middle of some desert island in the middle of the ocean. As long as you've got internet connection or some kind of internet connection, a computer and a printer, you can print them off. The only thing I would say is on an inkjet printer, they will come off, depending on your inkjet printer, they will come off well, but you will use up a lot of ink. If you want to, you can get them printed off at places. So you might find like a local newsagent that will print them off. I know we've got an art and craft shop where I used to work, VZ Gallery. They do printing. So you could go into them with a little USB with your files on it and say, could you print these off, please? And they will. So there are other options. If you don't have a printer, then you can do it that way. So I'm going to show you through. Now, some of these papers I've cut up because I've already cut them out for my card. I've only done one sheet per design. So we've got 12 sheets in total. I've done A4. I did do a 12 by 12, which will probably be what goes on Etsy, but I know for obviously printing off on printers, you really want A4s. So that's why I've done it. Thank you, Sally. So these are all original. These are all my own designs I've generated myself. So yeah, so we've got this one. Then we've got this one, which is like, it's just a repeat, but it's a nice repeat pattern. I'll try and get a bit closer so you can see it. And I've done all teal and gold. Then we've got this one, just kind of like mirror imagey type things. And we've got this one, which I've cut up, but you can kind of see basics of what it is. Then we've got it the same design again, but in like with a teal background. Again, I've cut this one up. And then we've also got that in a white background as well, which I'll come to in a minute. We've got this one, which I really have cut up, which I'm using on my front. You can see the whole sheet. What I'll do is I'll put up, I've got like a little video for this, but I'll put them all up. So this is another one with a grey background, and then we've got the same one again, same pattern again, but with a teal, a dark teal background, and I've just repeated it, made it a bit smaller. And then we've got this one, which is basically the little one we just saw, but it's like a bigger version. And I've tried to do it so that you've got some that are really big patterns. So like this one here is quite a big pattern. So if you were cutting out like a 1 inch by 1 inch square, you wouldn't want that. You'd want to go for this sort of thing where it's slightly smaller. So I've tried to do them like smaller patterns so that you've got something for everything. So whatever size card you're cutting out, you should have something for it. Then we've got this one, which again has the teal background. And then we've got the foliage again, but on white. And so that gives you an idea. So the other colours with there was a light teal colour one and a yellowy colour one, this one. So they're pretty much the same kind of layout, slightly different, but they've got different backgrounds. Then we've got that one, which again is better for your slightly smaller pieces. That one, which is better for your bigger, if you want to do a 6x6 or a 5x5 or something, you know, a bit bigger, 5x7. And then that one. So that's all your 12. So they're all floral. Obviously you haven't got much plain things in there, but then I would just supplement it with your own ones. But yeah, so that's the golden flora kit. So I hope you all like them. Thank you, Beth. I was really impressed with this actually. These came out way better. And I've made them all so that they're 300 DPI resolution. So they really are, they're not grainy, because that's one thing I do find sometimes when you get, you know, sometimes with digital kits you can end up with graininess. So thank you, Annabella. I know. Well, you know what? I was actually looking into actually getting them printed, like actually doing actual physical paper packs, but I don't have the first clue how to do that. So if anybody has any ideas and knows anything, please tell me, because I don't know. Because I would love to be able to get these printed off into physical paper pads, but obviously I know there's overheads on that. So I thought, let me start with digital, and then if we find out how to do the whole physical thing, then we can go for that. Yeah, dies and magazines. I know. I wouldn't have the first clue, Annabella, what to do with it. So if anybody knows, then please tell me. But yeah, so this is the first one. It did cross my mind that this wasn't very springy, but I just loved these. And it's weird as well because this is not my colour set. I'm normally more of a pink lilac purpley type person, but anyway, I really like this golden teal. I just think it's beautiful. So yeah, so I hope you all like them. So we're going to make a card out of these now, which is why I've cut bits up, you will see. So this is my bits all ready to go. So thank you. I'm glad you guys all like them. I just thought, let me launch it on the live stream, and then obviously you can all see them. It's just a bit, you know, easier. I will be putting up, I've got like a little promotional video thing where it just scrolls through each of the things. I'll be putting that up probably as a post or something. I'm not sure. I'll work out how to do it, and I'm going to do a actual video for this as well. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I really like this. I just think they're really nice papers. And obviously being a card maker myself, I know the pitfalls of what we need and what we don't need as card makers. So, or what I need. I don't know about anybody else, but what I need and what I don't need. Right, I'm going to put these to one side, and then yeah, we're going to start making the card. Now, I don't have a final finished card because I was rushing around just before I came on trying to cut all these bits out and stick them all down. I do have my sample card, which is very rough and made out of sample card, so it doesn't look nice, but just so you can see what it's going to look like. So I did a while ago now, I did a gatefold, I can't what I called it, a stacked pop-up cube card, I think it was, but it wasn't any kind of great size, like normal size. It was a really weird size. And so a lady called Shelley put a comment saying, could I do it in a 5x7? So this is my a slightly changed version of that. Okay, so this is going to be a 5x7, and I'm calling it a 5x7 Gatefold Pop-Up Panel Card. So you open it up, and then these come down like that. Now this here, that will be full length. Okay, this is just my little what's it? Just my pieces like this, but this is just, yeah, just a quick to see if it works. Okay, right, so for this, you're going to need quite a few pieces. Hi, Nicole! You just missed me going through my new paper pack, but anyway, it's fine, my digital kit. You'll see it as we go, and I can show it again at the end if people want to see it again. Okay, so let us gather all my bits together, and then let's start with the bases, the base cards, and then we can crack on. Let's put those up there. Let me get my what's it called, scoreboard out as well. Right, let's put that over there, and this over here. Okay, right, that's that. So you're going to need one base piece of card that is 7x9, and on the 7x, yes, it's a prototype, that's it, thank you. You give me the words and I'll just say them. One piece of 7x10, and you're going to score at 2.5 and at 7.5. Okay, so that's your basically your gatefold. Hi British in Sweden. That's your gatefold card blanks. So if you just fold and burnish these. This card is from Paper Mill Direct. It's one of their dark teal. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a dark teal. It's beautiful, and it goes perfectly with the papers. So I was like, right, I'm going to be using those. So that's your gatefoldy thing. So that can go to one side. Then you need a piece that is 4 inches by 8.5, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 1.25. I will be doing like a video tutorial for this as well another time. At 7.25 and at 8. Okay, if you're using A4 in England, then you can use 8.25. It just means that your tabs aren't going to be 1/2 inch, that's all. But if you want to use 8.5, you can. And then you need another piece that is 3 inches by 6.5, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 1.25, at 5.25, and at 6. Okay, and then last but not least, hello, the smart one, not. And hi, Karen in Arkansas. Oh, that's Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Right, we have an imposter in our chat. It's all right. It's my son's friend Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Right, okay. And then we need a 2 inches by 4.5 inches, and on this one you're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 1.25, at 3.25, and at 4. Okay, so that's that one. So let's put our scoreboard away. So those pieces you've just done, what you want to do is mounting fold all of those pieces. So just mounting fold. Let's just mounting fold. There we go. Don't worry, we're making a 5x7 Gatefold Pop-Up Panel Card, and it's based on a Gatefold stacked pop-up block card that I did a while ago now, but someone had made a comment saying, could I do it in a 5x7? So I'm doing it. It is different to what I did originally, just because I couldn't quite figure out the measurements to make it look decent. It looked a bit bulky and a bit blocky, and I think I preferred the way this looks. So I'll show you the prototype in a moment. Right, so there's all our bits folded. So the prototype looks like this. So this is obviously very much a prototype. So gatefold card, you open up the gates, and then these bits all pop down like that. And then this will be one whole panel. I know it's not at the moment, but it will be. So that is what we're making, and it folds up flat, and then you can flatten it. And if you wanted to, you could put a belly band on it, but I'm not going to. Right, okay, so that's that. So then you are going to need, let's do the main big pieces first. So you're going to need 2 matte pieces that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then one of them you need a pattern piece that's 4.5 by 6.5, and one of them you need a white piece, but I'm using a slightly not white piece because obviously I've got a white mat that's 4.5 by 6.5. This one's going to go in here, and that one's going to go on the back there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, I had to adapt the one that I'd already done because the pop-up block one, it just looked a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit chunky and a bit not very pretty, basically. And I figured that the panels would be better. You're impressed? Good, I'm glad. I like it when people are impressed. Right, I'm going to turn this around, stick this on here. Let's stick that on. There we go. That's the front inside piece, and then we're going to put this bit on the back. Okay, let's stick this down. There we go. Right, so then I've turned it back over. There's your gatefold. So then on these pieces here, you need 4 matte panels that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and then 4 pattern panels that are 2 inches by 6.5. So I'm going to be using, so this is that floral one with the floral one with the teal background, and then these are going to go on the front flaps like that. So let's stick these down. Oh, there we go. So some of these patterns are seamless, i.e. they're repeatable, and some of them aren't. So these foliage ones aren't repeatable. So when you get your digital, thank you, Karen. This is my new digital paper pack. So this digital paper pack is called Golden Flora, and it will be available to start with. It'll be available on my membership. So if you want to join the Crafty Icicles, obviously you can join for a month and then leave if you want to, whatever you want to do. But every month I'm going to try and bring out a different digital pack, which you can print off at home. And this is the first one. This is the one I'm launching with. And so with the silver Crafty Icicles +1 membership, it's $5.99 for the month, and for that you get all the things you get with the bronze, so emojis and shout outs and email access to me and loyalty badges. What else is there? There's quite a few. The priority reply to emails, you get all of that, but then you also get a digital pack emailed to you. So on the silver one you get one digital pack and it's emailed to you, and then you can just print that off however you want. If you've got a printer, you can print it off, or you can go to a local print place and get it printed off if you want to, however you want to do it. But the beauty of it is you can be anywhere in the world and you can get it printed off. So there we go. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. So what I'm going to do, so basically what you just need to join the membership, and then I can then, once you've done that, then email me, because my email address, when you join as a member, there's a little intro description. I need to do a video, but I haven't done that yet. There's a little intro description, and on it gives you my email address. And so what you do then is just email me, and then I can just email you the files, basically. It's that simple. And hopefully it'll be fine. There'll be a zip, it'll come through as a zip file, which means you just need to open it up and then click all of the files within that zip folder, and then just drag them into another folder on your PC, and then that will open them. That's all you need to do. But I can always take you through it if you need to. You can see what I'm making again. So it's this. This is my prototype. Gatefold, and then you have these like panels that pop down. So that is how it works. Let me bring it down a little bit so you can see it better, because I've noticed I put my camera quite low. So this would be a whole panel. Okay, you'll see it in a minute. So that's what we're making. Don't worry, Karen. How do you join, Diane? Okay, let me quickly show you. Let me quickly take a quick break. So on here, this is my tablet of, like, you know, what people are seeing. So on here, below the screen, as long as you're logged into your YouTube account, below the screen, you've got a little join button just there. So you can click on that and that will take you through. Or after the live stream, what you can do is in the description below. So you know when you go on a video where it says here more, if you click on that more, it then comes up, and then here, join this channel to get access to perks. And you click on that and it takes you through. Okay, so that's how you can do it. Let me go back down again to all the thingy-bobs. That's okay, Valerie. Yeah, you watch it later. That's cool. Had to pack craft stuff due to... That's all right, don't worry. Oh dear, I bet you miss it, dear. Oh, goodness, yeah, I can't even imagine moving. Right, so on the front of this one, the big one, we're going to stick our mat and patterned piece. So this mat is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and the pattern is 3.5 by 5.5. Okay, so that is going to go on the front there in the middle. So let me just turn this around like this. Yeah. Let's stick this down. I'm trying to catch up with comments at the same time as do the video. And also, the other thing as well is I've done some other designs which will come onto papers eventually, but they're available on Redbubble. So I don't know if you've heard of Redbubble. Has anybody heard of Redbubble? If you have, just say yes or give me a thumbs up in the comments. So basically, Redbubble is a site where they print on demand, and so I've uploaded 3, possibly 4. 3 or 4 of my designs. Diane, welcome to Bronzy Crafty Icicles. Yay! Diane's joined as a bronze member. Okay, Diane, so you've joined as a bronze. You need to join as a silver +1 to get the a silver +1 to get the papers. Okay, so there should be a second membership tier on that's called silver +1. Yes, Vicky, Redbubble. I don't know if you've heard of Redbubble. But yeah, I'll go through that later. Let's do the card first, and I'll talk through Redbubble at the end. Okay, so that's that one. So then we're going to decorate the next one up. So this is your other piece, and you're going to need a matte piece that is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and a pattern piece that's 2.5 by 3.5, and that's just going to go in the middle there on the front. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard of Redbubble. So it's print on demand, and basically it's not papers, but they do everything. Mugs, they do what do? They do mugs, they do blankets, they do t-shirts, dresses, bath mats, oh my days, everything. Travel mugs, dog beds, like mats, cat mats, pet bandanas, you name it, they do it. They really do. Right, and then on the little one, you just need a matte piece that's 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and a pattern that's 1.5 by 1.5, and that is going to go on there like that, I think. Yes, Karen, I hope you managed to move okay. I do hope you managed to move okay. So yeah, if you want to join and get no silver +1 in your screen, okay, right. I literally only did it this morning. I have had a message to say it's been approved, so it should be on there. If you can't see it yet, then just hold on. And then what we can do, if you've joined as a bronze accidentally, and you want to be silver, then what I can do is this month, I can just, if you do a PayPal donation, so on my main page, there's a little button for PayPal. If on there, you just do a PayPal donation of £3, then what I can do is just send you the digital kit, because you're a member anyway. It just means that, you know, this time around you're just bronze, and that's fine. But then you can always cancel it at the end of the month and then become a silver next month if you want to have the kit, like the new digital pack each month. Okay, so it's really up to you what you want to do. I can do it like that just because obviously I know it's a bit confusing. Right, so we stuck all those down. So now what I want to do is put red tape on these tabs here. So Vicky, was it because of the apple? Is that why? I think that was why, wasn't it? You had trouble with with joining. So I'm not that technologically minded, so I can do certain bits, but then I kind of can't do any more. So yeah. Let me stick this down. Ooh. There we go. Right. So I've put red tape top and bottom. So I'm going to peel the red tape off the bottom. Is that the bottom? Yeah, that's the bottom. And then what we want to do is we're going to peel. We're not going to peel. We're going to just turn that tab up. So we're only going to turn the tab over, not the main, not that section there. And then what you want to do is you want to put that right at the bottom of the card, so it lines up with the base of the card, but it needs to be central, left and right. Okay, so that's going to go central, left and right. Hi, sweet pea. So that's going to be central, left and right like that. So can you see how that's stuck on the bottom there? So that's your first score line, your 1/2 inch, and that lines up with the bottom of your card. Okay, so then we want to do is at the top here, we're going to fold this bit and the tab down. We're going to take that off. So you want to fold that and the tab, so like that. So you've got the top bit and you've got the tab. Oh, you can't see it, it's going off camera. And then you want to fold at that score line there and stick that whole section down like that. Okay, so when you do that, that bit will then pop forward. You see how that pops forward like a little... Okay, Rita, don't worry, go and feed your hungry son. Yeah, catch up later. Oh no, oh dear, Sally, that's a shame. Yeah, that's fine, don't worry, don't worry. So that's that there. Okay, so if we just squash that flat a moment. So this line here, which is your score line here, that's the next line you're going to go on. Well done, Diane. Happy days. Whoop. That's good. I'm glad you've managed to join. Right. So, Diane, did you want to get the... Because it says you've joined as a bronze crafty icicle, not silver. So what I was saying was if you want, if you wanted the digital pack, then just do a PayPal of £3 just to make up what a silver would have been, and then I will then email you the then email me, and then I will email you the files later on. Okay. Karen, you're gonna have to say goodbye. Looking forward to the regular. Yes, quite. Well, I will be doing a regular tutorial for it, so that's okay. Don't worry, Lynn. Don't worry, Lynn. It's good to see you here. Right, so on your next one, you want, again, tape on the top and bottom tabs. So let's just put that on. Yeah, and then with the silver +1, that is the membership that will get you the digital kits going forward. And obviously it'll just automatically roll forwards. But yeah, I know there'll be teething troubles to start with. There always is with these things. There always is. Okay, so I put red tape on top and bottom. So now the bottom, I'm just going to take the tape off. I'm actually going to half peel it. No, I'm not. I'm going to full peel it. I'm going to be daring. Full peel it, and then just to fold along that tab score line. And then again, you want to line that up with this score line here. Okay, and you want to make sure that it's halfway left and right, and that it marries up with that score line. So it's going to be about there. Yep, like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see that, how it lines up. So you've got your 3/4 inch section, and then that lines up with it there. And then at the top, we're going to fold along that top one. So you've got your top bit and your flap. So you're going to fold along that second score line. Take your red tape off. Make sure everything's completely flat, and then stick that down. And then that will make your second panel that pops up. There you go. And then we're going to take the last one and again put tape top and bottom on that tab. So there we go. One at the top, one at the bottom, like that. This would be quite a good little panel to put your sentiment on. And then you can take off the bottom tape again, just fold along the tab fold line, fold everything up, and then on this score line here, that's where you want to stick this edge. And again, just make sure it is central, left and right, like that. Okay, so again, you're just kind of building them up. You see how they're all building up, but you need to make sure, because then that'll all be flat. If you go over slightly, they won't all be flat. And then at the top here, again, we're going to take the backing off that tape, and then we're just going to fold along this line here, like that, like we have done. Fold it all flat, and there is, it's called a 5x7 Gatefold Pop-Up Panel Card. And it's a version of what I did. I did a stacked cube card, but it wasn't a 5x7 or a 6x. It was just a very weird shape. I don't even know what possessed me. Anyway, so that's the idea. The papers are from Jill. The papers are my own design. It's my new digital kit that I've just brought out. So, and then to shut it, just fold those up and then shut that then. If you wanted to put a belly band on, you can. But that's what it looks like that. So yeah, I'm actually really pleased with this. I really am pleased with this. It's really very, I'm pleased. What can I say? So yeah, so the papers you can get hold of by becoming a Silver +1 member on the membership. Yeah, and hopefully that will be up. I'm not sure if it's up yet or not. I'll have to have a look and see, but that is the option. Thank you, Cat Nicole. It's really crazy to think. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I've literally taken a turn. I didn't realise I was taking this turn. It's just, yeah, Dutch Joan. It's not. It's really not that difficult to make. It really isn't. It's really quite easy. And then on the front, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close that up, and I've just got a little, especially for you, which I'm going to stick onto here. I wanted to cut those corners out, but I think I've got a thing that does it. I just don't know if it's going to cut the right thing. Let me have a look and see. And I think it might. My little envelope maker. My little envelope maker, and I'm sure. Let me use a piece of card to try it. Corner slitter and corner rounder. Now that rounds the corners like that, and this one does. What does this do? I know that does that. That's for boxes. Okay, so that's not going to work. I have got something somewhere. How about this one? What does this do? Oh, no, come on. This one does something. Oh yeah, that does it. That's what I want. Okay, so let's just do that then. Right, so let's put that in there like that. And then, yes, this is what I want. Perfectamundo. Oh, they're bouncing everywhere. I have little corners everywhere around my room after this. And the last one. There we go. Right, cool. So then we can stick that onto there. Wonderful. Right, let's just stick that down. Let's use my if you wanted to as well, you could do, instead of doing panels, you could stick shapes on. If you wanted, instead of having like two rectangles and a square, you could maybe put circles on, or ovals, or, you know, and just make those pieces slightly smaller. So that's another option. Right, so that's going to go on there like that. There we go. And then that's going to go on the front. Now, I really don't want to cover up that flower, but unless I put it as a bit, I might do a band. I might do a band, and then that way I'm not going to cover up that flower, because I do like that flower, and I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it. Right, let's do a band then. Thank you, everybody. Right, let's see, what do we need? 5, 10, call it 11 inches. Right, let me just get another bit. Let me just get another bit of card. I need an 11-inch piece. cut another bit up. Right, let me just cut a belly band piece. It needs to be about, I reckon about 11 inches by about an inch. Don't really go much more than an inch, I don't think. Inch, maybe an inch and a half. Let's go inch and a half width. So that's an inch and a half. That's actually by 12, that is. But we'll stick with 12 because, you know, it doesn't matter if we've got too much. No, like, are you going to do the push out stuff like you get? What do you mean? Let me know what you mean. Not quite sure what you mean. Right, so on this, yes, absolutely, Laurie, please do. Please do. It all helps me out. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that as well, because that also helps me out. I just need to get the income coming in so I can continue with the channel. So I really don't want to not have to do the channel. Right, so let's have a look. So 12, half of 12 is 6, and then 2.5 from there. 1, 2.5, and then I think if we go for, I don't want it too tight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might just go an 1/8 over. Actually, no, let me go for 5, and then I might just do a little 1/8 to one side of it. There we go. So I've scored at 3. This is a 12-inch piece, and I've scored at 3 3/8, 3.5, 8.5, and 8 5/8. The nice piece I was going to put on the front, this one, oh yeah, this is actually from, this was some sentiments that I got, and it's like a whole sheet of A4, and it's full of like just sentiments. I don't know if it was a hunky-dory or if it was a Kanban, or I'm not sure, but I was given them. So I just thought I'd, you know, use it because it's got the gold and the white, and it kind of goes with the, and then I've got the happy birthday on the back, so that works. Right, let's just fold along these. And I've done it so we've got a little bit of a wodge there just to accompany the card, so we're not going to end up with problems. Right, so that's that. So let's just fold that down. We could probably do with something on the inside as well, some kind of greeting. We'll jump that bridge in a minute. So that's going to go over like that, and then that's going to go over the top, and I just need to put some paper on it as well. But what I think I'll do is I think I'll stick this down first, and then I can add the decorative elements. So one there, one there. So let's put one on this bit here and one on this bit here, and then they will stick to each other. Just take both pieces off, fold that over, and then bring this over like, oh, let's just get that bit there, bring this over like that, stick that down. Now mine's slightly bigger, but it's fine because all that's going to get covered up. So we now need to choose a paper to go on the belly band. So many to choose from. So those of you who didn't see this paper pack at the beginning, I'm going to go through it now because I need to choose a paper for the belly band. So these are the designs. I'll do the way around. So we've got this one. We've got this one. We've got the nice foliage one. We've got this one. And this, and then we've got the really big one. This is the big print, which is nice for your bigger panels. And the foliage, no, maybe not the foliage. Oh, I think this one. I think maybe that on the band, maybe that one on the band. We've got this one. That might work on the band as well. That one and that one. I think probably one of these two. So or I could just use ribbon. That's the other option if I've got ribbon. Let me think. I'm thinking this one, actually. I'm thinking this one, but I need to cut it up. Obviously it has a border on it because of where I printed it off. So I just need to cut the border off and then stick it on, and then I can stick that one over the top like that. So I'm going to do a whole big piece, I think. So if I go 11 inches long by, now I had a white border on this. Should probably do a white border on the other, but I feel like it's going to be too bulky if I do a white border as well. I think it's going to need it. It needs it. So we're going to have to go with a piece of paper, white paper. Bit of white, and this is going to need to be, you've got the worst printer deal. Yes, I know. And so that's what I was saying before about if you don't have a very good printer, then I would find online there are some places that print for you, and I know there are like places that like print shops and stuff that will do it for you as well. Because if you've got your files, what you can do is choose the ones you really like and only get those printed off. Do you see what I mean? Like you don't need to really go and get one sheet of each. That's what I've printed off, one sheet of each. If you want to print more, you can at a later date. It's really up to you. So that's the thing I would say. I actually only had an inkjet printer until obviously I started doing work with Antonio Makes, and I've actually bought myself a laser printer now. But yeah, I would say that obviously not everyone's going to want to go and buy a laser printer. So what I would say is if you can get it printed off, find a local place that does it, and then get them to print it off for you, and that's probably the best way of doing it. That's what I would say. Because as well, don't forget that these, because I'm going to be sending you the files, you can use them wherever you want to. So if you want to use them on your, you know, for other things, like for your home screen and for your, I don't know, there's all sorts of uses they can have, do you know what I mean? So they're not just for papers, so you can do all sorts with them. Right, that's what we want. There we go. Perfect. Right. As I said, if you do know of anywhere that will print out actual papers, then let me know, because I would like to do that. I would like to actually get them printed off, but it's just I really wouldn't know where to start. Right, let me use tape, I think. I was going to use glue, but no, I use tape. I think tape's going to be easiest. So I'm going to have to curve this round. So this could be interesting. Hopefully it'll work. We will see. Let's go up here and stick this down. If I could work out how to do a website, I'd make my own website. Sell them off there, but I haven't quite got that far yet. So when I do, I'll let you all know. Right, let's stick that onto there like that. And then just peel a little bit back at a time. And then let's turn this over. And then this over here. And then stick this down. Ooh. A little bit wonky, but it's all right, it's not too bad. There we go. And then this can come around the corner here, and the corner here, and stick down there. It doesn't matter about the mess there, because that's all going to be covered up with my greeting. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Nina, you've got something called Officeworks. I mean, over here, I'm trying to think of places. Like I know independent places. So there's a place near me in Birmingham, in Sutton Coldfield, called VZ Gallery, and they do printing. Because I used to do my craft classes there, and they print. But I know there's loads of other places. I think Ryman's possibly does it. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who. I'm trying to think in the UK. There are loads of like independent places. I drove past one yesterday on the way back from Cambridge. So there are lots of different places that will print off for you. Even libraries, you know, like our local library, they do printing. They'll print off for you, and they have a laser printer. So even that, you just pay a certain charge to print stuff off. So that's another option even. So even if you don't have a computer, I mean, you probably do have, otherwise you wouldn't be watching me. But if you, again, like in the UK, libraries usually print off. I know our local one does. So there are lots of options. Let's put this on. Try and get this straight. This is going to be a very bulky band. This is. Yeah, Jill, check. And also, even I'm just wondering places like, I don't know about supermarkets. I know some places, because obviously they do photos, don't they? But yeah, I mean these days it's such a, there's so many people need printing things, so I'm sure there should be places that does it. It just makes it a bit more easy then, and also you haven't got the expense of cartridges and whatever and paper and stuff, and you can just print off what you need really. Right, and then let's put the especially for you on there, and I'm going to put it on pads, I think, because I feel like, I mean, it's quite chunky. It's not too chunky, but it is quite chunky. I feel like if I do it flat, it's going to make it look a bit odd. So I'm going to put some tape, foam tape, behind it. So let me just turn this over here, like that. And then we'll use this foam tape. I don't know where I got this foam tape from. It's just kicking around. Could be from anywhere. Give that. I need to do my wet wipe thing, and I need to do my wet wipe trick. Otherwise, it'll be stuck to my scissors. Right, let's just trim that there, and then also at the bottom here. There we go. Trim that there. Right. Take that off. What is that bit there? There it is. Got it off. Right, let's turn it over. And then this is going to go on here. Make sure it's nice and central. There we go. And there's your finished card. Move all the bits of stuff out of the way. So there you have it. Oh, hi, Cindy. Don't worry. You overslept. You made it, though. Well done. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, it's very nice, you guys. It's so supportive. It does help. It does help things. So there we go. So there's the belly band comes off. It actually slides off quite nicely. And you open it up. And there's your panels. And obviously, I'll probably put a greeting in here somewhere. Happy birthday or something. I don't know. I'll put something somewhere. But, yeah, that's the basic of the card. So it's quite nice. I like the way this works. I think I prefer this to the stacked blocks one that I did, because it was a bit bulky. I think I prefer having the panels getting smaller, and like the way it's stuck in, I think it's a bit nicer. Just works a bit easier. And then obviously on the back, you've got space to write. If you wanted to, you could make one of these, like, I don't know, even have somewhere here, like open it up and you've got something to write on the side. But yeah, thought that looked quite nice. So there you go. I'm glad you caught me live as well, Nicole. So yeah, so if you want to get hold of the papers, so those of you who just joined, Cindy and others, these papers I've actually designed myself. Okay, so these are my own design, it's my first digital pack. And yeah, so for those of you who've just joined me, I'll just quickly whiz you through my papers again. Those of you who've seen it already, then thank you very much for joining me. Go and check out the silver membership if it's up. I think it's up, but just yeah, have a look and see. I'll have a look after I get off. So yeah, so these I'm just going to show you through the papers again, just so you can see them. So it's a set of 12. They're A4. They're 300 DPI resolution, so they're not grainy. They're nice. They're nice to work with. And if you join the silver +1 membership, you will get, it's £5.99 for the month, and you will get all the perks of a bronze membership, plus you will get this pack emailed to you. And so every month, the new pack that I make will get emailed to you. Okay, so this is the back. So yes, I'm glad you all liked it. I actually really do like this pack. It's weird because I'm not a teal and gold person, but I just really like it. So there you go, and I've tried to make a real mix of different sizes. So you've got, you know, nice fine patterns for smaller pieces, bold patterns for, you know, front pieces, etc. So there you go, and also with the big pieces as well. If you wanted to, you could fussy cut out as well. You could fussy cut the flowers out and stuff like that. So there you go, everybody. So thank you very much for joining me. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll put a little post out with all this information on as well, so that if you missed any of it, you can see it. I'll put it in the description below as well when I come off here. And yeah, and I'll see you all again next week. Yeah, my brain. And if anybody knows Vicky West or can get in contact with Vicky West, please let me know, because she needs to email me or message me or something so I can send her her winning code. Oh yeah, and the other thing is Redbubble as well. So go on. I'll put it out as a post. I'll put it out as a post about Redbubble probably. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these designs, one of these designs or a couple of these designs on Redbubble as well. So if you wanted to order a notebook with these patterns, you know, one of these patterns on, then you'll be able to go onto Redbubble and order it directly from them. Okay, and they print it and they send it to you. So what I'll do is I will put a post up about that as well, about the Redbubble. I just need to get on with it and get it all sorted. But yeah. Thank you. What about the shiny ones, gold, silver, etc.? For membership, Nola, do you mean? At the moment we've got bronze, the bronze membership, and that gets you $2.99 a month, and that gets you email access to me, loyalty badges next to your name and in comments and chat, custom emoji in chat and comments, member shout outs, and a priority reply to comments. And then paper. Yes, Lynn, I do. I have Instagram, which is Iced Images Cards, and that is Pinterest. I think I'm Iced Images on my Iced Images Designs on Pinterest. I'm not sure. It should all be in my About. So if you click on the channel, the main channel, and click on About, I think my other links and things are on there. I'm going to go on in a minute anyway when I come off here, and sort that out. Make sure it's all up to date, because I think I made it up to date, but I just need to double check in case I've missed anything off. Nola, paper, shiny ones, gold, silver, etc. Do you mean the pattern ones, or do you mean I haven't got any shiny ones, gold, silver, etc.? Do you mean this? This was actually something I got given, if that's what you mean. I got given these. These are like little pop out sentiments. So I don't know if you mean that. Thank you, Nina. Yes. So yeah, there'll be more packs coming. I've made quite a few, but I just need to go through, fine tune them, make the resolution better, make them A4, because I've done them as 12 by 12. So I'm hoping to do them on Etsy, but I haven't got that far yet. So we'll see. When they get on Etsy, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, thank you, Beth. Nola, like laser. Do you mean laser printers? This is laser printed. Yes, Lynn, I'll put it under the video as well. I haven't done the description properly yet for this one because I wasn't sure what I was making up until this morning. So, so all the details, what I try and do is later on the Tuesday, probably in the evening, I then go through and write the description up and everything and try and sort that out. Yes, Sally, they might do. They might do. They might well do, actually. I'm trying to think. There are loads of places that do printing. The names all escape me right now. I'm pretty sure Ryman do it. I'm pretty sure most libraries do it. And I'm just trying, because there are actual print places and I can picture them in my brain. Even on our local high street, we've got some print places, just independent ones. So there are quite a few places, because I think quite a few companies, you know, if they sell ink cartridges and stuff like that, it's quite a good idea to just, you know, get stuff, use it as, to print stuff out as well. Oh, do you mean like Marigold, Nola? Do you mean like Marigold paper card? I haven't used any on this one. I haven't used any Marigold on this. But Marigold, I usually get it from, where do I get it from? I get it from different places, to be honest with you. I've got quite a lot of Do Crafts Marigold, but I know Crafter's Companion do them. There's lots of different places that do Marigold. Do you know you can set up those links so they automatically go on each broadcast? Yes, so I thought that I had done a basic. So you know when you press on more underneath the video, like I've got here, let me bring my screen over. Hold on a second. Bring my little tablet over. So on here, when I'm watching this on another account because I still haven't figured out the whole streaming software. And so if I click on more, which brings me my description, it says join this channel to get access to perks at Iced Images. So I'll bring it a bit closer to you. So here, and so that's what you click on if you wanted to join. Oh, hang on, so let me get it so you can see it. And then it says in today's craft tutorial, I'll show you how to make a ... because I haven't filled it in yet. Products used, and then it lists all the products that I've used. And then what I then do is after the video, I then go in and I fill all the blanks in. So I put in what it is we've made. I add the extra products that I've used. So I'll put links in there. In fact, I'm trying to think how I'm going to do that. Anyway, I'll try and work out. I'll probably need to put this pack on Etsy maybe as well. I'll work out how to do it anyway. I'll put the links in there. And then I usually put the measurements of what I've done underneath. I only do the measurements for a live stream just because I can't put it on the actual screen while I'm doing it because I haven't worked out how to do it. So I will. So I have set up like a blank kind of a description thing with, you know, most of the products I normally use, and then what I do after the live stream, I go in and then change it so that it's updated with everything I have actually used. Yeah, so I will try and I'm going to try and work out how I can do this. The red bubble I can put, actually, if I do the red bubble with these patterns, yeah, the links for what though? Do you mean like for the products? I've got the links stored as on the description. Do you mean that? Yes, I did. Thank you, Sally. I did. Oh, I did. It was actually on that stack of magnets that I have, but it was down the side. I couldn't see it, but it was there. Yeah, it was there. So I did find it. Dear me. Yeah. Right. My brain's thing up. They come up automatically, then you don't have to do them every time. Yes, exactly. So on that description when you click on the more now, like I just showed you on the thing, all of that I've set that up so it comes up every time. So underneath every single video that comes up. And then what I do is I just go in and just tweak it and add in the extra bits, because for every video it's obviously different with what products I've used and what measurements and whatever it's called, etc. So I've got like a basic template set up under more. And so it's just come up. Oh, the links for my socials, right? Okay, yeah. What, I'm putting them in the description, you mean? Or put them actually on my channel? They should be on the channel, because I think I went and did that. Because I watched Justin Brown. He gives advice on like YouTube channels and stuff like that. And I did follow one of his, and he said about looking at the homepage, because he was actually looking at different people's channels who'd submitted them for like review, and he was looking at them and giving tips on what to change. And I did go on, and I think I did add my links on, and I think they're under about, but I don't think I think I put Insta on there. I'm not sure if I put Pinterest on, because it was quite late at night, because he's in Australia. The video call was late at night, so my brain wasn't completely with me. I have to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to go and have a look now and see. Add them in the description. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I'll go back into the bit where you do that, and I'll add them in. That's a good idea. Thank you. You know more than me. I need you to help me. Lynn, do you do live streams, just out of interest? Because if you do you use streaming software? If you do use streaming software, what streaming software do you use? And yeah, how do you get it all working? Because I really struggle with all those. I really struggle with all of that. We're just having a conversation, everybody. Don't know about us. We're just having a conversation about streaming now. So Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. I shall do that then, Lynn. I'll change that. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, that's a good idea. I'll put that in. A lot of people don't even look in the description, I have to say. A lot of people will ask me, you know, what papers I've used or whatever I've used, and I've listed it, but they haven't looked. So I know for me, I don't always think to look in the description, but at least if they're in there, then yeah. Oh, you use StreamYard. Okay, so I tried to use StreamYard and I couldn't work it out. Are you, Lynn, are you on Instagram? Because if you are, I'll message you. If you can, if you're on Instagram, if you can message me, I'm Iced Images Cards on Insta. I'll put the link in the description, then you can click on it, and then message me, and we'll have this conversation about StreamYard, because I've got lots of questions. I've tried using StreamYard. I've tried using EVMux, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get it to do what I wanted to. I've tried twice now to set it up, and it just isn't happening. Every time it gets to like just when I'm about to go live, and then I'm like, ah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, so if you do it on my Instagram, because that way you can DM me on Insta. That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, so what I'll do is, I'm pretty sure it's on my about page, but it's Iced Images Cards on Instagram. And then yeah, message me on there, and then we can have a chat and not bore everybody else. So anyway, thank you everybody for joining me. Please go and check out my membership for Silver +1 it's called, and then email me. And then what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and sort out another way that you can just buy these separately rather than having to do it for the membership as well. So I will try and sort that out at some point. But yeah, I shall see you all soon. Anyway, I'm going to pootle off. I'm going to disappear off. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've got the sunshine wherever you are. And I'll see you all next week. Okie doke. Bye, everyone. Bye.